Honda engines have always had a reputation for running forever, but in 2025, a few of them will go above and beyond. Whether it's the Civic, Accord, or CR-V, these powertrains have proven themselves through years of testing, driver loyalty, and top scores from Consumer Reports. Today we are breaking down the 7 Honda engines that define long-term reliability. Let's get started. Number 1. 2.0-liter Atkinson Cycle Hybrid. The king of the Honda engines. And it's not even close. The 4th Generation 2 motor hybrid engine by Honda was the 2.0-liter Atkinson Cycle 4-cylinder with dual electric motors. This will be powering the 2025 CR-V Hybrid, Accord Hybrid, and the Civic Hybrid. Consumer Reports reliability ratings show that Honda's hybrid models consistently score at or above average, with the CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid both earning strong marks for predicted reliability. In CR-V and Accord, we are getting 204 horsepower, and in Civic, we are getting 200. But it's not about the numbers. It is concerning the delivery of power by this thing. It is powered by low-speed electricity with the gas engine serving as a generator. A lockup clutch allows the wheels to be directly driven by the engine in highway speeds to achieve maximum efficiency. No orthodox transmission, no CVT rubber banding. Seamless power is good, just that. Consumer Reports testing confirmed EPA estimated fuel economy figures, with the CR-V Hybrid achieving around 35 miles per gallon combined in real-world conditions. The Accord Hybrid, up to 48 miles per gallon combined. And that is actual efficiency in the real world that will make you forget about gas stations. Here, though, there is a very impressive part. This hybrid system has been being perfected by Honda since 2014. The 4th generation is comparatively new, but the previous versions have been tested with millions of miles traveled all over the world. The surveys of the owners indicate a decrease in repair complaints, limited warranty, and high retention rates in the long term. 10-year-old Accord hybrids that are on their way with the original hybrid parts. The craftsmanship is astute. The 4th gen system was 24% smaller and 12% lighter than the previous Honda. That 1.06 kilowatt-hour battery pack does not deprive cargo space. CR-V Hybrid has the same trunk capacity with the regular CR-V. No compromises. And your wallet is fond of it long-term. Lower fuel costs, obviously. Nevertheless, these hybrids are also eligible to receive insurance breaks courtesy of conventional Honda sensing safety features adaptive cruise, collision mitigation, lane keeping assist. It saves actual money on the yearly premiums. Bottom line, if you want Honda reliability multiplied by hybrid efficiency, this powertrain is your answer. Consumer Reports ranks it among the strongest performers. Owners love them. Mechanics rarely see them. In a world where most hybrids are compromises, Honda's EHEV system delivers on every promise. Number 2. 1.5-liter direct-injection VTEC Turbo. The 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder is the workhorse of Honda, the L15 family. This is available in the non-hybrid trims of the 2025 CR-V, some Accord and Civic models. Honda has been using it as their small turbo. According to Consumer Reports, the 2025 CR-V earns above-average predicted reliability ratings, and the 1.5T powers most non-hybrid CR-V trims. It is making 190 horsepower in CR-V, 192 in LX SE versions of the Accord. Nothing particularly new, but hits that very nice balance of refinement, fuel economy, and real-world durability. It had certain early growing pains with the 1.5T oil dilution in cold climates. Honda repaired the ones by updating the software and making the design better. Current iteration? Much better. Records remain stable throughout the service history, and it is widely used, which translates to this engine having huge owner data. The 1.5T has become reliable not through some far-fetched engineering. It is Honda doing what Honda do best, which is proven technology put into place in the right manner. Direct injection to enhance efficiency, VTEC to adjust variable valve timing, a small turbo that is conservatively sized. Its CVT combined with it is smooth during cruise mode. Rush it and it will roll up slightly, but then that is the sacrifice to 26 miles per gallon all through in the CR-V. The real advantage? Availability of parts and service network. Due to the popularity of this engine in lots of Hondas, your local mechanic is well versed with it. The spare parts are affordable, no esoteric service plan. Oil changes, maintained with the fundamentals, and this one lasts years. Consumer Reports owner satisfaction surveys show CR-V owners consistently report positive experiences with powertrain performance and reliability. The 1.5T is not the most interesting engine that Honda produces, yet it is reliable. And reliable things are much more fun than fun when you get a look at a repair bill. The 1.5-liter turbo is proven and solid with an offer to buy any CR-V or Accord and is not in need of hybrid power. It won't wow you at stoplights, but it won't leave you stranded either. With used car values staying high and people keeping vehicles longer, that predictability is worth its weight in gold. Number 3. 3.0-liter V6 J30 series. This is not 2025, but in case you are shopping in the used market, here you go. The J30 is a 3.0-liter bulletproof V6 that was Honda that characterized reliability during a generation of Honda owners. This engine was used in Accords of the 1998 to 2002 model and in some Odyssey and Acura models. These Accord V6 models have continued to be rated by Consumer Reports as very reliable in all their years of production, and a big part of it is the J30 engine family. The J30 generates 200 to 240 horsepower, according to the years and the use. It is not the strongest V6 Honda to date, but that is a conservative tuning precisely that makes it last. This engine was the work of Honda with longevity in mind, including internally understressed tested SOC VTEC technology and the timing belt system easily serviced. What makes the J30 special? 20 years of practical experience. These are 23 to 27-year-old engines, and they are still going strong. Independent mechanics will tell you the same tale. With the correct maintenance, J30 Accords can easily travel well over 250,000 miles regularly, with but a handful of timing belt services and valve adjustments and a frequent change of fluids. The VTEC variable valve timing combined with SOC design was also not as complex as the subsequent dock models. The camshaft number is less, and the number of components that fail is less. The fuel economy is acceptable of a naturally aspirated V6 of this time period, 22 to 26 miles per gallon combined with conditions of driving. It uses standard 87-octane fuel, and its operating costs are reasonable even nowadays when the gas price is high. The hidden advantage? These Accords and Odysseys with J30 engines have now reached the bracket of affordability among customers. Clean examples are available at reasonable mileage, 3,000 to 7,000, at a price of 3,000 to 7,000. For someone who needs reliable transportation without a car payment, a well-maintained J31 of the smarter purchases is Accord. Another thing that the Honda J30 has in its favor is the build quality that Honda had at that time. The Accords that were late in the 1990s and early in the 2000s have a reputation of strong construction, bodies that resist rust in most climates, and interior that can withstand very well. With this engine being this reliable, the entire package is a long-term value proposition. The J30 powered Accord is a Honda at a crossroads, one that never was to get too complicated, never to have any turbochargers and CVTs. The J30 V6 is unbeatable to used car buyers who are willing to consider older cars. It is the motor that created the reputation of Honda as being reliable, and it is still proving that reputation daily on the roads all over the globe. Number 4. 2.0-liter Civic Hybrid System. The unexpected victory of 2025, the brand new Honda Civic Hybrid. This one's genuinely special. Honda used their tested hybrid platform, adjusted it to the lighter Civic platform, and made something that was impressive. There is 200 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque, equal to the sporty Civic Si in power and exceeding it in torque. However, the stinger is 50 city, 47 highway, 49 combined miles per gallon. Power and Prius economy in sports cars. Consumer Reports hasn't published long-term reliability data on the 2025 Civic Hybrid yet. It's brand new. However, the 4th-gen Honda 2-motor system, albeit packaged differently, is the technology behind it. The Civic has an inline rather than the coaxial layout of larger models, which is fitted in the smaller engine bay. Same proven fundamentals. I drove one for 1,800 miles. The efficiency is real. I always observed 51 miles per gallon during mixed driving without making any effort. Gentle on the highway? Numbers north of 55 miles per gallon. You are literally halving your fuel bill with a traditional compact sedan. This hybrid excels in the driving experience, eerily smooth. The process of switching of gas and electricity is almost smooth. Low speeds? Thou art sailing on electric inspiration. Need to merge? There is no lag when it comes to full power. And since the majority of the torque is accessible at 0 RPM courtesy of that electric motor, the Civic Hybrid does not feel like it is slow at all in town. The packaging is the most impressive to me. The Civic Hybrid is nearly 300 pounds heavier than a standard Civic Sport battery and motors, but Honda did not sacrifice the utility. Same trunk space, same rear legroom, same excellent visibility. You are not losing efficiency to usability. The Atkinson Cycle 2.0-liter produces 141 horsepower on its own, but with electric motors, the system output goes up to 200 horsepower. The hybrid system incorporates an electronically controlled simulated shifts (CVT), so you don't get that annoying rubber band drone when you accelerate hard. Early awards back this up. The Civic Hybrid earned awards 10 Best Engines and Propulsion Systems for 2025. If you want Civic practicality, SI-level performance, and fuel economy that'll make your wallet smile, the 2025 Civic Hybrid is one of the smartest picks you can make. It's Honda engineering excellence applied to America's favorite compact sedan. Number 5. 3.5-liter V6. The legendary Honda J35 V6. This is an engine that you should take note of in case you are shopping used Hondas. Pilots, Odysseys, and Ridgelines. The 3.5-liter V6 was used in some of Honda models that were the most popular during 2013 to 2017 Accords. These vehicles were constantly rated highly in terms of reliability in their years of production by Consumer Reports, and the J35 engine family is one of the reasons why. This engine generates 278 to 310 horsepower basing on use and year. Smooth, sophisticated power delivery and that Honda high-revving nature. Combined with a 6-speed transmission, which could be either automatic or manual in certain Accords, it was providing actual driving experiences. However, it is the reliability story that counts. Since 1998, J35 family has existed, and it has been improved all the time. Honda had perfected it by the time it stopped production on most of the applications around 2017. Depending on year, timing belt, or chain, both are established to be lasting with appropriate care. Independent mechanics are fond of these engines. Parts are easy to service, are in abundance and cheap, and decades of wisdom exist on how to keep them running. Odysseys and Pilots with this V6 going over 200,000 miles with just basic maintenance is not unusual. Fuel economy, estimated at 22 to 28 miles per gallon, combined based on vehicle weight is respectable in a naturally aspirated V6 with this much power. And it uses normal fuel with 87 octane and makes operation costs manageable. This is a sweet spot engine to the shoppers of used cars. You have Honda reliability, V6 smoothness, and a track record. Honda models that were released between 2013 and 2017 featuring this engine will offer one of the best bargains of Honda used cars in the market today. The J35 is a confidence-inspiring powertrain. Consumer Reports' historical data backs it up, and real-world owner experience proves it. Number 6. 1.5-liter 4-cylinder. Now we're shifting to used car territory. If you're shopping older or global market Hondas, the naturally aspirated 1.5-liter 4-cylinder is one Honda's most proven powertrains from the pre-turbo era. Consumer Reports' historical data on older Civic and Accord models equipped with naturally aspirated 1.5-liter engines showed consistently strong reliability scores and positive owner feedback. In the system, where Consumer Reports has indicated a Civic or Accord model as reliable, these types of cars tended to have 1.5-liter gas engine. These 1.5-liter sequential engines are an expression of the philosophy of Honda to achieve great efficiency with small engine displacement. The naturally aspirated 1.5 seconds that Honda used to have before the turbocharged era were bulletproof. Low-port fuel injection, low power output, and thermal properties that ensured that these engines lived long with minimal maintenance. The best thing about these 1.5-liter variants was that they were versatile. Honda applied them to both subcompact automobiles and hybrid systems where the gas engine was being used in conjunction with the electric motors. The reliability narrative in this case is simple. The smaller engines had fewer cylinders, and therefore the fewer possible points of failure. Naturally aspirated versions were not using turbo sophistication, and Honda had a legendary level of attention to detail which ensured that these smaller engines were designed to last long, rather than to perform. To consumers looking at used Hondas with these previous 1.5-liter models, the performance record is self-explanatory. These engines regularly traveled above 200,000 miles with minimum problems other than servicing. Oil changes, timing belt changes, routine wear parts, that's generally all that this type of engine required. Bottom line, if you're looking at used Hondas from the pre-turbo era or global market vehicles with 1.5-liter naturally aspirated engines, you're looking at some of Honda's most proven, reliable powertrains. They won't set performance records, but they'll deliver exactly what Honda built their reputation on: Dependable, efficient, long-lasting transportation. Number 7. 2.0-liter i4. Finally, let's talk about another global market and used car option. The 2.0-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder that powers base Civics and HR-Vs worldwide. This is the Honda philosophy that has been reduced to its purest essence. No turbocharger, no hybrid complexity. Simply a four-cylinder, effective, refined engine with years of long-distance service in many continents. You will have models that drive Civics, smaller crossovers, and smaller Hondas in Tokyo, London, and even in the city of the periwinkles, Sao Paulo. What is the secret of this engine being a champion of reliability? Simplicity at scale. Whenever Honda constructs an engine that is heading towards millions of cars around the world, they master it. All possible areas of weakness are identified and designed out. All manufacturing processes become streamlined. What comes out is an engine that is virtually bulletproof by dint of repetition and refinement. Consumer Reports, 2014, regularly has high marks on the overall reliability strength of Honda in its smaller engine models. This is illustrated by the base Civic installed with this 2.0-liter naturally aspirated engine in most of the markets. It is not the strongest in that matter, approximately 150 to 158 horsepower. According to the market, however, power is not the issue. Longevity is. I have dealt with Civics and HR-Vs with this type of engine that reported more than 200,000 miles using original components. No significant work that was not routine. No catastrophic failures. Nothing but mile after mile of good service. The Honda reputation made of metal. Direct injection systems are complex systems that demand a lot of technology, whereas the engine is developed on a proven port fuel injection. Reduced high-pressure components result in reduced points of possible breakdown. The naturally aspirated design is also cooler than the use of turbocharged versions, which causes thermal stress on the oil, gaskets, and internals. That would translate to durability with the life of the vehicle. What is interesting is the way Honda can derive good efficiency out of this naturally aspirated design despite its competitors scampering to forced induction. In world market Civics, this 2-liter is as fuel efficient as most turbocharged rivals, without turbo maintenance concerns or premium fuel requirements. That's smart engineering. The availability of parts is excellent. Since this type of engine is used in most Honda cars worldwide, it is easy and cheap to find replacement parts to this type of engine. Parts are available whether Detroit or Dubai. The engine is familiar to independent mechanics around the world, and thus service is available. To U.S. customers, this engine is found in Civic base models and the HR-V. Unlike a lot of shoppers that will be drawn towards a turbo or hybrid variant, the naturally aspirated 2.0 makes some sense. Lower initial price, lower insurance costs, regular unleaded fuel, stable long-term maintenance expenses. Unconscious advantage, simplicity consists of independence. You do not have to be a dealer-only customer on complicated turbo systems or hybrid diagnostics. This engine can be serviced by any competent independent mechanic. This flexibility is significant because the cars grow older than the warranty. The fact that Honda has a global engineering method implies that this 2.0-liter has been tested on the extreme climates across the world. Tested in Southeast Asian humidity, Scandinavian cold, Middle Eastern heat, and the rest of it. That life-tested performance in a variety of settings provide you the reassurance that it will perform whatever your local climate will charge at it. This engine would be the sweet spot on the ownership cost basis. You escape hybrid high-end pricing and possible turbo repairs. In its place, you receive simple, low-cost operation that will not make you come across sudden repair costs. The 2.0-liter naturally aspirated i4 in the Honda small cars worldwide is all that Honda has made their reputation to be. Not flashy, will not turn heads or win drag races, but it will faithfully carry you away years with little drama and plenty of value. That is it, 7 Honda engines that can go the distance. To first-time shoppers, such hybrid powertrains are incomparably efficient and have a history of technology. Shopping used? The naturally aspirated models provide the simple ones that are bulletproof. The engines that will get you down the road well into the future are either of these machines, whether you buy new or used. Leave a comment with your most preferred Honda engine and leave a thumbs up on the subscribe button in case you found this useful. Be smart about driving, service well, and be safe.